Hey everyone, it's Brian Leonard, Executive Director at Hasbro Studios again.
And Josh Haber, the writer.
Daniel Ingram, songwriter.
Jason Thiessen, director.
Ishi Rudell, director.
Rebecca Dart, art director.
Director. Oh, so here we have the deleted song.
Oh.
This is a different version of.
Yes. Why is it
this
different?
What more is out there?
Originally conceived as a duet.
Yeah. In one of the earlier versions of the script, there was more of a back and forth between Sunset Shimmer and Twilight, as they both kind of wrestle with their own issues, and then we had this nice like back-to-back sort of duet song, but they weren't in the same room, they were in different places.
Yeah, there was a bit of a parallel sort of between their struggles, and then that Twilight wanted to go out and learn more, and originally Sunset Shimmer just couldn't quite figure the magic out, and was ready to kind of go back to Equestria, where magic was more predictable and something that she could get a hold of and understand.
Well, you know what? In our original idea, wasn't it that Sunset was kind of bored with life?
Sunset wanted to go back to Equestria, where there was lots of cool magic.
Lots of cool magic.
And Twilight wanted to get out of Crystal Prep into the cool world.
This is these drawings are a combination of Katrina Hadley and Hannah Lee.
Yeah.
Hannah did the Twilight parts.
Yeah, and it was a really
a little crawl back to Rainbow Rocks there.
Yeah.
It was a really tough call to say we need to sort of change this, because the song in the duet is incredible, and the boards are spectacular. So it was very it was a very, very hard decision to make.
At the time, we definitely had a hard time letting it go.
Yeah.
But
we had all these like mirror image sort of imagery throughout this, which we were really
but yeah, once
patting
we
ourselves
changed,
in the back for.
Once we changed Sunset's story, there just wasn't a place for it.
Yeah.
No, it didn't work.
We tried hard to fit it in, but it just couldn't.
Yeah, you know what? Given more time, we might have been able to like completely rewrite the song, but we were just under such a time constraint that we
it was tough to draw the parallels between sort of her desire
their
to
stories
move on and find
weren't
more.
the same anymore.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then came the challenge of taking a song written as a duet and turning it into a solo.
How difficult was that, Daniel?
Did a nice job.
Yeah, I mean,
it still turned out great.
I mean, we had to shorten it, of course, to make that work, and that's fine because it was. So this version of the song is quite long. It's over three and a half minutes. I think in the movie we're now at 2.5 minutes, so it took a big chunk out.
Yeah, the other challenge is the way that the song ends leads into the next deleted scene.
Yeah.
So it was like sort of reconceiving all that business was also challenging.
Because Twilight this was going to be a crazy shot where we're going to have two backgrounds split screening and swirling around them, and maybe it was a good thing we changed it, because I don't know how we were going to do that.
I think it would have been cool.
Yeah, but
I'm
they
sure
were
you
both.
It definitely would have been
I like
cool.
how this part lined up where they're both going to a door, and they have like this. We don't know who's going to go through
side
what
of each
door. Yeah, they each have
And
this
harmony. I mean, it had it all.
Yeah, it's like they finally come together for that whole final chorus.
So we think it's going to be.
And then we do the switch.
Twilight, and then it's actually in the next scene you'll see that it's Sunset Shimmer coming through the door. It was a kind of a reversal.
Yeah, we actually designed this cafe and colored it and everything.
Yeah.
You know, we really loved the way this scene turned out, but in hindsight, it makes sense that we got rid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it also, as we changed it so that Twilight wasn't responsive, it sort of made it odd that she was there and they were talking.
Yeah.
And we actually also thought that this would help clear up which Twilight was which, but as sort of we got the whole thing up on its feet and looked at it, it just felt like it was actually going to be confusing. Just like, wait a minute, which Twilight is which? And so it was just better to say, no, the one Twilight that you see in the movie is Sci-Twi. And Equestria Twilight doesn't show up until obviously the very end, when it's very clear that that's not the same Twilight.
It also posed the question, why didn't Twilight go to see all her other friends
Yeah.
This was
while
like a
she was
secret
there?
meeting.
Yeah. obviously, Sunset wanted to sort of keep it between them because she was, struggling with these issues of kind of going back. But it felt like it was like pretty well captured throughout the rest of the movie. Sort of what her.
There was a
what her
joke
struggles-
here where
yeah.
Twilight only has like Equestria coins and she can't pay for the meal.
But then there's a bigger question: how does Sunset have money? Where is she getting that from?
She has
a job.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. You guys with your answers. So yeah, this was an alternate version of the hallway scene that sort of expands on Twilight, Sunset's growing frustration with what's going on, and finally sort of revealing to the girls that she's actually thinking about going back to Equestria.
And how they feel about it.
Yeah.
It's actually really nice we get to see the original drawings here. Like, these are Roxy's drawings here. Each artist has their own sort of unique way of drawing the characters that we can actually pinpoint. Okay, this is just by looking at it, I can tell who drew it.
That's Roxy.
Ooh.
Yeah, one of the other things that we were sort of struggling to wrap our heads around was just the idea that she would, leave these people that she just met and became such great friends with.
Right.
And that was a lot of long and hard discussions about about that.
How to justify it.
Yeah. Because we get it. She is from Equestria where things are cool and fantastical, but she's built this like amazing relationship over the first two movies with these girls. So it's like,
girls, yeah.
is she gonna leave for that? So that was sort of what we wrestled with, and ultimately why we ended up adjusting it. Now we got the alternate ending.
Oh yeah, that's the ending. Yeah.
Now, in the alternate ending, originally Twilight Sparkle went back to Crystal Prep.
Yeah.
It was originally that after that whole event, some of the Crystal Prep students seemed a little like they had changed from it, and so Twilight was going to kind of go back to that school and supposedly sort of shepherd
Spread the
change
magic
in
of
that
friendship.
place.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But then we would not have Twilight at Crystal or at Canada High with the other. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was also just sort of like giving that audience that visceral satisfaction of knowing she's going to be back with the characters that they all know and love, and also leaving open the opportunity, I think, to play with the Crystal Prep students again. Maybe not the friendliest of ways. I don't know. So it kind of it opened up some other story. I have no idea. not even the foggiest. I'm just saying words. I have no insight into the future of My Little Pony anymore.
No.
That's not true. I know everything.
And these are all Jen's boards.
Jen
Devereaux, yeah. Super cute.
Another pony nut? I love that lasso bit.
Visual joke. Lassoing her down. Yeah. Now she's a balloon. That would have been a nice shot with the sunset behind her head. It would have been like all backlit, and she's being.
God, we really blew it, guys.
Sunsetted, yeah.
Can we go back and change the movie now? It's not too late.
This
Right?
Here she would be, lit by the sunset. We kind of did this shot in that Rainbow Rock short, the song.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, the encore short.
Yeah,
Yeah.
My past is not today.
So, yeah, there we go.
Guess that leaves it open that they could all go back through the portal or something.
Yeah.